weather observation 1911 Zulu. Wind 190 at 13. Peak gusts 22. Visibility.
Alright, so I am headed over to Nogales to get some delicious chilaquiles. Like the point of view, you are my wingman, and you're already in the plane. I am always a great person to go for. I will say that. There's never a dull moment with me. My internal dialogue is definitely less censored when I'm flying. That is definitely the case. Gotta do the Cessna Shimmy. If you don't know what that is, it's a term because Cessnas have a tendency to come off their seat tracks, and that can actually kill you. So you gotta make sure that when you're flying a Cessna, that your seat gets locked in place. It's really just for like the old Cessnas, but yeah, call it the Cessna Shimmy. Alright, so I need to get the weather.
7 Zulu weather wind 110 at 6 visibility 10 ceiling missing temperature 2 dew point minus 7 altimeter 297 remark density altitude 3,900.
Nice. Perfect. I can take your number out my phone. That's so cool. I need to go. That's my next adventure is skydiving for sure.
Copy 1 Roger flighting 110 vectors TACAP on approach course to maintain 7,000.
Wow. Giving some military guys some vectors for the approach.
Copy 1 flighting 100. Copy 1 flighting 100. 18.3.
Over to 1183. So long. So long, gay boy.
I went to a Delta, clear for takeoff, 0 by control.
Tucson Tower, good morning, check. 4,200, inbound for touch and go, then direct Kilo Oscar Lima Sierra, information Bravo. Let's see who it is today.
Tucson Tower, make straight in runway 12, continue.
Straight in, 12, continued. That took a while. I was a little like, hello. Where you at, buddy?
Track I-10 inbound for expect to turn on the downwind for traffic inbound.
Track I-10 for the downwind of 1, 2, 3. What the heck?
Overfly I-10.
Turn left over I-10.
That's a not. Expect to turn in the downwind once you get a beam that's up.
We'll expect to turn in the downwind for 1, 2. Yep. Okay, so what happened there? I'm pretty sure they're training somebody because this guy was not clear. And he was like, oh, track I-10, and then you'll expect to turn. So I could tell this guy was training, totally fine, I get it. But he could tell in my voice that I was a little unclear as to his directions, like I would do my best. But what was different is, so there was one guy talking, and then the voices switched, right? So that's how you know that they're training, because you could tell that the guy on the radios was not extremely competent. He was a little like hesitant and not as assertive. And then the voices switched over to, I think the guy's name's DW. I've met him before. He immediately took the radios and was like, turn direct left for I-10, track at I-10, and then you'll expect vectors for the downwind of runway 12. Much more clear. That's why I could tell he was training. It's no problem. I could tell.
Mike Echo, turn right heading 270.
And now they got a chick on there.
Turn right heading 2700 Mike Echo.
Not a fan of these ladies because they've almost tried to vector me into a mountain. Which is not the first time. But anyways. So now I got a track I-10, which is kind of cool. Look, so here's... so he told me to track I-10, so I've got I-10 right here. And there it goes, and I'm just going to follow it. So that one is Davis-Monthan Air Force Base. That one is Tucson International. So that's where I'm heading to right now. There's a mountain, and see, I'm just tracking this highway right here. And he's giving me vectors, so that's kind of what's going on. I'm gonna lean this out a little bit.
VFR descent, your discretion.
VFR descent, my discretion. So, this guy told me, so originally the guy told me to make straight in for 1-2, and I knew that that wasn't going to play out because I heard them talking on departure that they were vectoring somebody, like some military aircraft in, over at 7,000 feet.
Approach on 125.9er.
So already right there, I was like,
125.9er.
I don't,
Mike Echo.
I was already thinking, is this guy really going to make me do straight in for 1-2? Because I'm lower, I'm slower, and I'm going to back up the arriving traffic. And now I see the military aircrafts that they called in. Exactly. So that was my first thing. That I was like, I don't think I'm going to have to do this. I didn't think that this guy was going to have me make straight in. Because I heard people coming in. So that's the first thing. Then the second thing, he was very unclear for his directions to track I-10. Like they were not the clearest of directions. So that was the second thing I could tell in his voice. But it's no problem. Like, that's how you learn. As long as you don't kill me or nearly kill me, I'm happy to help people learn. You know what I mean? Yeah. But yeah, I mean, the guy's
Tower off 3 plus 1. Half 3 Tucson Tower. Yeah, hold it short 2-2 on Delta 3. Permission to proceed on 2-2.
I could mean and burn the fire.
Runway 12.
Tucson Tower, Central Station,
Now,
Mike, holding short of runway 12 at Delta.
I just have a feeling.
Tucson Tower, Roger.
I just have a feeling that they're going to.
On 1 Tucson Tower, runway 12, clear to land.
Forget about me here.
Go on right 360 and then re-enter the right base.
One right 360, re-enter the base. So now I've got to turn. Oh! I hit a thermal.
Right 360 and then the left base for runway 12.
Right 360 and then the left base 12.
You're following as an F-16 on a 7-mile final.
Roger.
On 1, no need to respond. Traffic maneuvering just northwest of final 3,600 to set the remaining north of your course.
Now look it. I see this traffic. I'm not going to show you guys because I got to fly. However, I see this traffic coming in. And
Wind 1604.
I'm not going to call it that I see it because here's why. If I call that I see this traffic, they're gonna be like, "Oh, she's fine," and they're not gonna look out for me. However, if I don't call that I see the traffic, they're gonna still keep a watchful eye on me to make sure that I don't freaking get killed or crash, because then they're gonna end up in prison. So I'm not gonna call it, and I usually only call it for one if it's like a nice person in the tower who is like really nice and helpful. So I'm gonna do a descending 360 right now. Anyway, so I usually let them know if it's somebody nice and experienced who's working.
Into the base now. Traffic you're following is on a 3-mile fall descending out of 3,600. Or correction, 3,700.
Proceeding on to the base and confirming that I have 1-2 clear for the option.
Traffic, so traffic, report in sight, they're heading to your right, 1 mile, 3,600 descending is F-16.
I don't want to report it. Traffic in sight.
Follow that traffic. Maintain visual separation, caution wake turbulence, runway 12, clear for the option.
Follow that traffic. 12, clear for the op. I didn't want to call it. Anyways, so I'll usually call the traffic for 1 if it's an experienced controller, and 2, if they ask me to call it. So right now she told me to call out the traffic, so I had to, even though I didn't want to. Because then they don't look out for you, you know what I mean? Alright, I'm gonna slow down. Because I need to give some space for this landing right now.
Strong Tower Ops 3 plus, we're clear 2-2, information help. Ops 3, come take
It is bumpy. So yeah, these are F-16, so we've got the Air National Guard flying out here.
Tucson Tower, Cherokee 79 Whiskey, number 2412 departure, via far northbound.
Cherokee 7879 Whiskey, Tucson Tower, roger. 1-2, expedite to Alpha 15, exit and contact ground.
So, they're gonna tell me to go around right now. Because this guy is still on the runway. Alright, I'm putting in another notch of flaps. Alright, now he's off the runway. And I set a timer as soon as that guy landed so that I could see when he landed. That way I can make sure that I land not in his turbulence.
Only 12, north Mike.
Grumman 9er, you can take a traffic holding position, a stationary.
Perfect! And we're on the go, baby. On the go. We're going flying, man. We're going flying. Direct. Nice. Butter.
Make a right turn, your discretion, towards Nogales.
Right turn, my discretion, over to Nogales. Nice. There's Raytheon.
Grumman 9er, Yankee Tango, runway 12, clear to land.
For all these smarty engineers.
12, clear to land. We'd like to do a missed approach and come back around and do the
Building missiles.
Grumman Yankee Tango, thank you, runway 12, clear for the option. On departure, turn right heading 270.
Oh, bird.
Right heading 270, 987.
So,
Tucson approach.
I just reset my timer over here.
8,000, climbing 8,500.
But here's one of my tips for flying.
3 Tucson approach, Tucson altimeter 2983.
Nobody taught me this. I just learned it myself.
I would like to request the RNF22.
So,
Full stop at Tucson.
and it works. And
Renee.
I have this timer
Vectors from there.
when I landed previously. So if you guys were listening, you heard that there was traffic that was landing. It was these F-16s that were coming in to land right before me, and I had to follow them in. However, you don't want to land right behind traffic because of their wake turbulence. That can be seriously dangerous, especially for a small plane like the one that I'm in. So when they were coming over the numbers, I started the timer so I could time from the time that they landed until the time that I got there, so I could see how long it took me to get to that point. Because if it's anything below, a couple minutes, that means I'm still going to probably feel their wake turbulence depending on where the wind is. If it's after those couple minutes have passed, the wake turbulence should have been gone by then. So I set a timer and I watched it as I was coming on this short approach. I looked at the timer and I saw, okay, we're good on time. And then I was just really cautious while I was landing to be feeling for that wake turbulence just in case it was still there, and then I would go around and try again. However, it was fine. The timer was fine, and I didn't feel any wake turbulence, so everything was good. So yeah, that's kind of like a little piece of a tip that I have for you guys when you guys fly, is to kind of always have a timer on standby.
Number 85 Bravo, just verify you've got all the terrain in sight there, correct? Yes, 85 Bravo. Number 85 Bravo, roger.
So I am headed over to Nogales to get some delicious chilaquiles from this lady here. She makes the sauce like homemade every time, and they're so good. And so that's what I'm gonna have, and I've been looking forward to that for a while.
Approach X-ray, Alpha 210 for flight number 190.
So I've got the weather frequency plugged in and ready to go for my next destination. And my next frequency
X-ray Alpha Golf Lima Foxtrot Tucson approach.
is going
Tucson
to be
altimeter 293. Advise when you have information for Bravo. Descend and maintain 11,000. Descend and maintain 11,000 and Bravo on board X-ray Alpha. Go for Alpha.
perfect. Life is good. My life is real
And approach
good.
X-ray Alpha. Go for Alpha.
Killing time, no place to go. Everybody's feeling low. All alone.
Alright, so I made it to the Nogales airport. I'm gonna go get myself some delicious chilaquiles, get some work done, and then head back. It's a great day. Blue skies, it's pretty windy, gusting, but I still greased it, so life is around us. Yeah. It's been crazy. Yeah.
Hola.
Hola, buenos días.
Buenos días.
¿Me das chilaquiles con huevo?
Chilaquiles con huevo.
These are the best chilaquiles.
Killing time, no place to go. Everybody's feeling low. All alone in the street like low.
She does it perfect every single time.
It's all
Plus,
that you know.
quality Mexican ingredients.
Take some time
This
to
is
make better.
the spot.
It's all that
Nogales,
you know.
for sure.
All that you need. Just some time to make better. It's all that you need.
Weather observation 1911 Zulu. Wind 190 at 13. Peak gusts 22. Visibility 10.
Well,
Sky condition clear. Temperature 27 Celsius. Dew point -03 Celsius. Altimeter 2986. Remarks. Density altitude 6,300.
oh my gosh. This gonna have shitty performance right now. Alright, well, gonna say our prayers. Alright. Nogales traffic, Skyhawk taxi from the terminal to runway 22 via Alpha, Nogales.
Wings in Nogales 19012, gusting 22, altimeter set 2996, safe flight, see you next time.
Thanks so much, I'll see you guys next time. The really gonna be shitty performance right now, so I'm gonna do a short field takeoff for this one, just to give myself the better odds, and so that I'll have less ground roll on takeoff. And that's gonna help me out the best right now. So we're gonna taxi all the way to the very, very start of the runway. Give us all that space, because I may need it. We got quite a ways to taxi.
I'm a little exhausted, I will say that. Just finished my flight from Nogales. And then I'm going to take a few hours of a break, and then I got to go flying again. But yeah, I'm a little exhausted. I don't know why. Yeah, I'm just kind of exhausted, but yeah, it's been super windy. It's just like the airports are empty. It's weird. I don't know. Well, I know what it is. People are afraid of some wind. Imagine that. But yeah, it's like 19 knots, gusting like 20 something. I don't know. But it's fine. The plane's capable of doing it. It's more about the pilot. And yeah. Anyways, well, life is good as always with these guys.